once you download it, step number one will be to download the app and follow the on-screen instructions to set up the account and complete the KYC process. You have to go through the KYC process in order to get your account set up. During the setup process, you will also want to set up two-factor authentication. This just adds another layer of protection to your account beyond just using a password. Now, once your account has been established and your KYC has been approved, you will be able to use the following video as a guide to purchase the crypto needed in order to fund your account. Now that you have successfully established your Crypto.com account, you'll want to go into your mobile device and open up the Crypto.com app. Log in. And you will notice at the top of the page, there will be a row of 4 blue circles or icons, and the very first one says buy. In this case, what we're trying to do is purchase AVAX. So we'll click buy. When we click buy, at the top, you'll type in the search bar, you'll type in AVAX. So it will narrow down and pull up the token that we'd like to purchase. As you can see on the screen, it says Avalanche AVAX. So we're going to click Avalanche, and it will pull up the purchase screen or the buy screen. You will notice that it automatically populates an amount of AVAX, which is approximately $100 worth of AVAX when you convert it to US dollars. Here, what you'll want to do is tap where you see the blue 5.6879, put your cursor there, and you'll be able to back out. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you'll see the back button, which will allow you to actually erase what is there. Now you have two options. A, you can type in the equivalent or the amount of AVAX that you'd like to acquire, or you have the option to actually type in US dollars. To do so, if you'd like to switch those around, you can go to the right-hand side. You see 2 blue arrows. If you click here, it will flip the USD up top and the AVAX down below, allowing you to type in the US dollar amount of crypto that you'd like to purchase. In this instance, I'm going to do a small amount just to walk through this process. However, here's where you would type in the amount that you would like to purchase at that time. So for test purposes, I'm going to type in $3. And down below, you're going to scroll up and you will see payment options. Since this is your first time actually doing a transaction, you'll want to click where it says add payment method. Under payment method, you'll see it gives you the option to add a credit or debit card. You can use PayPal, or you have the option to use your bank account to transfer funds into Crypto.com. However, remember, if you use a bank account, because this is a centralized exchange, if you use a bank account, there will be a hold on your ability to withdraw the tokens from the wallet for anywhere from 1 to 5 business days. So keep that in mind. However, there is no fee for this transaction if you're using your bank account. If you would like immediate access, you will want to use PayPal, a credit or debit card, and it also gives you the option to use Google or Apple Pay as well. In my case, I already have a payment method added, so I'm going to go back. It's going to make me go back through the process, so you get to see it again. Type in AVAX, which is the token that we want to acquire. Click on Avalanche. I'm going to place my cursor in the AVAX bar where they've actually populated an amount. I'm going to erase that. I'm going to click the 2 little arrows so I can type in US dollars. I'm going to put in my $3 amount of AVAX that I'd like to purchase, and I'm going to scroll down so that I can select my payment method. So in this case, I had automatically have mine set for Google Pay, but I'm going to switch to a debit card. So you can see that you can toggle between each one of them. And I'm going to click buy. Here you'll see it pulls up a summary of your transaction, the amount in USD of AVAX that you're acquiring, the current rate at the time that you're doing your transaction, the fee that's being charged. And if you notice, if you wait too long, every 15 seconds, the price updates. So because the market is constantly moving, so the price updates on this particular token every 15 seconds. So you'll click OK, and you'll want to confirm. Once you confirm, your crypto.com account will require you to put in your password, or if you set it up to where you can use biometrics, either your thumbprint or facial recognition, so that it will allow the transaction to then process. As you can see, I just got an alert. My transaction went through, and I have successfully been able to purchase some AVAX. Now I'll go to the top right-hand corner and click the X. This brings me back to the home page. Now you will notice that I have a $3 balance in my account. If I want to see what that $3 balance is made up of, notice on the home page, it just gives you the total balance of everything in your wallet. So you want to make sure that when you get to the point where you have multiple tokens in your account, that you make sure that if you're looking to spend or send something, that you go to the individual token that you're needing or that you're utilizing to verify the amount that you currently have in it, not just in your overall account. But in this case, the only thing in this account is AVAX, so that's all that's showing. So to see the individual tokens, you will come down to the bottom, you'll see a row of icons, and the second one says accounts. So I'm going to click on accounts. And it's going to pull up and it's going to ask me, do I want to search by product or by asset? In this particular case, I'm going to click leave it on product, and I'm going to click crypto. Now you'll notice that when I look at all the coins, the one that has a balance here is Avalanche. Now that we've acquired our Avalanche, the next step in the process is to send that Avalanche to our MetaMask wallet so that we can go ahead and start establishing or setting up our MoveQuest account. So now I'm going to click on Avalanche, and I'm going to start going through the withdrawal process, being able to actually take the AVAX out of this account and send it over to my MetaMask wallet. To do that, you notice there's the four icons at the top of the screen again, the four circles. I'm going to click on transfer. When you click on transfer, it's going to ask you, do you want to make a deposit or do you want to withdraw? Since the assets are already in the account and I want to take them out and send them somewhere else, that's going to be a withdrawal. So I'm going to click withdraw. Then it asks, how do I want to withdraw, or what method do I want to withdraw? In this particular instance, I want to withdraw to an external wallet, not to an existing crypto.com user, to the crypto.com exchange, or to crypto.com on chain. I want to actually send my assets to an external wallet. So I'm going to click external wallet. With crypto.com, in order to withdraw anything out of the account, we have to do what's called whitelist the address that we're sending the crypto to. The good thing about it is you only have to do this one time. Think of it like saving a phone number in your phone. You have to save it in your phone before you can make a phone call out. So that's what crypto.com requires us to do. So to do that, you can either click add wallet address or go into the top right-hand corner and click the little plus sign. And it says, what do you want to add to the whitelist? And in our case, we don't want to do a paste string. We want to add a wallet address. So click wallet address. Then we select the cryptocurrency that we would like to send out. So the address that we're going to be saving is a wallet address that is compatible with receiving Avalanche. So we're going to click on Avalanche. This is very important to pay attention to. You will see that it says select your network. Now, fortunately, in this particular instance, it automatically defaults to the correct blockchain, which is the Avalanche C chain. That is the chain that we actually want to send our crypto out on. So that is the correct one. But if you notice at the top, there are other options, Chronos, and then there's also AVAX, which is another Avalanche chain, but that's not the one that we want to send it out on. We want to make sure that we're on the Avalanche C chain. The next thing we'll want to do is to actually paste the address that we want to send the AVAX to. In order to do that, we'll need to go to our MetaMask wallet and copy the address that we want to send to. So we're going to toggle out of crypto.com and we're going to go and open our MetaMask wallet. Once you go to your MetaMask wallet, you want to make sure out of all your wallets that you go to the correct wallet that you wanted to go to, and then we're going to copy the address to that wallet. To copy the address, you'll look to the top right and you'll see two little squares, which represents the copy icon or symbol. You'll click that, and it will let you know that the public address or your wallet address has been copied. I'm going to remember the name of this particular wallet so that I can keep everything in order on my end that this address is associated with. So now I'm going to go back to crypto.com, open it up. When you go back, it's going to require you to log in again, and it's going to bring you back to the page where we want to save that address. So I'm going to click and paste that address here. Once you paste that address, the next right underneath there, you may have to click the back button in order to get the keyboard to drop down. Now what they want us to do is actually name the wallet. This name is whatever name you want to give it, but just know that that name, again, like saving a phone number in your phone book, that the name that you put here is representative of the wallet address that you're putting in above. So in my case, I remembered that I had the wallet that I had it in, and I just typed something that I wasn't supposed to. Well, let me erase this. And I'm going to repaste it. I accidentally typed an M in my address. So you want to make sure that you don't do what I just did. I typed the M right there, and instead of erasing it, I wanted to make sure that my address is absolutely the correct address. So I erased it and I repasted it. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to put in the wallet name, MQT3. That's the name of the wallet in my MetaMask wallet. Now I'm going to hit continue. This is going to pop up a screen that says, do you trust this wallet address? This is just a security feature to make sure that the wallet address, or to prompt you to pay attention to the wallet address that you put in, is in fact the address that you want to send it to. So in this instance, yes, I trust this address. Click the box. It's going to make you put in your password again to approve it. Now that address is saved in your address book. Once it's saved in your address book, you now have the ability to actually withdraw from the account to this address. So I'm going to click withdraw. And now it's going to ask me again, do I trust the wallet address that I'm about to withdraw or send my crypto out to? In this case, I'm going to confirm the withdrawal. And now it's going to ask me for an amount that I want to send out. In my case, I believe I have $2.99 in AVAX in the account. So I'm going to type in US dollars. You also have the ability to type in AVAX. But in this particular instance, I'm going to type in US dollars. So I'm going to put in wait a minute, you'll need to erase the numbers again, erase the numbers. And now you can actually type in, I'm going to put $2.50. And if my memory serves me correctly, there was $2 and some change already in that account, and we're going to add $2.50 to it. So once I type in 250, I'm going to click withdraw. It's going to pop up my withdrawal confirmation screen so I can check and verify and make sure everything is accurate, that this is the address. I do remember my last 4 digits was 4469. And the fee is 0.004 AVAX, which is a very nominal fee, giving me the total amount of AVAX that's being sent, and I'm going to confirm. It's going to require you to put in your password or your thumbprint or your facial recognition. Now we get to another security screen. In this particular instance, it's asking me to provide a code that they're going to text my phone. Again, this is for security purposes, another layer of protection for your assets. So keep in mind that this is all timed. This is all timed. Now, everybody may not have the multiple layers of security set up on theirs. I have a text message as well as a two-factor authentication so that I'm double protected when anything comes out of this account. So in this case, I'm going to click send. And it's going to send a text message to my phone. When that, I'm gonna have to leave out of this screen and go get that text message that was sent. Copy the code 298434, 298434. I'm gonna go back here. Have to log in. Now, if you come back and for whatever reason you don't complete this in time, you will have to do it all over again. So I'm going to see if I get it completed in time. Now I have to go to my two-factor authentication. I'm going to copy that, go back, and see if I get it all done within 60 seconds. Paste and continue. If you notice, I did not complete it in the allotted time. When that happens, you will have to go back and do it again. So I'm going to click send. This time I copied it when it popped up on the screen. Now I'm going to go get my two-factor authentication. I see what's happening. I'm putting in the wrong one. Now you paste and continue. Now the transaction is successful. The AVAX is now being sent from my crypto.com account over to my MetaMask wallet. Top, you can go to the bottom, you tap anywhere, X out of that. Now what we'll do is we'll wait. Sometime you can see, if you scroll down, you can see your pending transactions. Once it leaves here, then it'll go, we should be able to see it in the MetaMask, in our MetaMask wallet. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to MetaMask. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to close out of MetaMask and then open it back up just to refresh the screen. And we'll wait for it to appear. As you notice, our $2 and however many cents it was just went up to $4.77. You have successfully established a Crypto.com account. You have purchased the necessary tokens or coins that you needed in order to establish your MoveQuest account, and you have successfully received them in your MetaMask wallet. Now you're ready to go and move to the next step in the process. You're now ready to create your account, acquire your miners, and start earning. Enjoy your journey.